No one wants you to be healthy. On June 3, 2022, I was a pudgy, pre-diabetic alcoholic. 5 months later, I had completely turned my health around. I improved my diet, my weight, my mood, my HbA1c, my sleep patterns, my productivity, and many other areas of my health that I'd like to talk about in this video. What I also want to talk about is something I've realized since turning my health around. And it's this big health scam. Everyone's in on this together. No one actually wants you to improve your health. In fact, they'll actively work against you and your health. Now, before this starts to sound like I'm entertaining grand conspiracies, let me assure you, I don't go in for that sort of thing. As I've mentioned in videos before, I think that gives people too much credit. I think it simply all comes down to money. Everyone is motivated by money. Now, just before we get into it, a quick word from today's sponsor, the subscribe button. I have a goal to reach 50,000 subscribers by the end of April. And if you've ever enjoyed a video on my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you could take the split second right now to click the subscribe button and join me on this goal to 50k by the end of April. Thank you so much. So recently I put out a few videos that got me thinking. When I was reviewing the content of these videos and some of the comments I was receiving, I kept coming to the same conclusion. No one wants you to be healthy. Sounds terrible, but it makes sense. Let's look at this in terms of the top health benefits that I've seen. Weight loss, reversed prediabetes, improved oral health, and arthritis relief. First, let's look at weight loss and prediabetes together. You go to the doctor and he or she tells you that you are overweight. Maybe your BMI is off the charts and the doctor wants to get this under control. Maybe you get your blood work back and discover that you have prediabetes. What does your doctor recommend? Low-calorie diet? Plant-based eating? Cut out the red meat? Start exercising? Take these pills. Whatever they recommend, it will be something along these lines. And what do all these things have in common? They are either unsustainable, ineffective, or both. But why would the doctor recommend these things? Why wouldn't your doctor recommend a carnivore diet? Why wouldn't your doctor recommend the keto diet? Ultimately, how does the doctor maximize their earnings? By doing the things the way they've been trained to do. Now, I'm not saying that doctors have a negative intent necessarily. But when a lot of training and information is provided to doctors by and through industry groups, and those industry groups are subtly passing on the narrative that's going to make them the most money in the long run, it's no wonder that doctors will be recommending diets and exercise with a low success rate, or pharmaceuticals that involve recurring revenue. Moving on to oral health. Since going on the carnivore diet, I no longer have gum disease, bleeding gums, or bad breath. And I think that's 100% because I'm not consuming sugar and other substances that act like sugar. Sugar to your teeth is kind of like pouring a weak acid all over your car engine and wondering why it's suddenly starting to dissolve. But in all my visits to the dentist, they've never once told me to stop eating sugar. Of course, there are pamphlets in the dentist's office about what kind of things are bad for your teeth, and how you should brush, floss, and rinse. But no dentist has ever said directly to me, stop eating sugar and stop eating these other foods, and you'll find that your oral health is going to improve markedly. Why not? Well, I don't know, but I guess it's got something to do with money somewhere along the line. Perhaps similar reasons to the doctors. It's pressure, information, and training from industry groups. And we should put training in quotes. Just imagine the amount of industries that would be destroyed if people actually realized that prevention was better than the cure. And speaking of that, arthritis. As I've talked about before on this channel, about a year ago I was suffering from arthritis in my left knee. When I saw the specialist about this, he was more than happy to take x-rays, furrow his brow, and then give me regular steroid injections to control the pain. He also had me come to his clinic weekly for rehabilitation sessions. Would it have hurt him to suggest that I look at my diet and lifestyle first? Ultimately, what I want to say in this video is we need doctors and dentists. But we also need to look at how much our eating and lifestyle impacts our health, factors that are under our control. And when you take control of these things, you feel so much better. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. And if you enjoy my videos and you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. Click the join button under this video or the first link in the description. Thanks again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.